Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which is a free-to-play mobile game made by Nintendo that was released in 2017, and unfortunately, we're going to be talking about its demise today, as you can see in the title. But we'll be getting into that. This article is made by written by nintendolife and will be linked in the description if you want to read along with me. But the title goes as saying Animal Crossing Pocket Camp to end online service in November, but an offline replacement is on the way, which is a good sentiment. Nintendo has announced that Animal Crossing Pocket Camp will reach end of service on 28th November 2024 at 3 p.m. BST, 7 a.m. PT, and 10 a.m. ET. This announcement was posted on Nintendo's website and communicated via social media in which the firm stated it would like to express its deepest gratitude to everyone who has supported the title since service began. New items events will continue to be available until the design date, but those disappointed with the app will end soon. Its online service can breathe a small sigh of relief. Nintendo also announced that a new paid replacement will be available that will allow users to transfer the current save data, albeit without any online capabilities. Now, this is honestly, I'm kind of surprised. I assumed Pocket Camp was doing well. I remember I downloaded it a long time ago in 2017. It wasn't really for me, not really my style of game. At least the Pocket Camp. I've played Animal Crossing before, but Animal Crossing, even though I enjoy it, I prefer things like Stardew Valley or like a Harvest Moon style game more than Animal Crossing game, because Animal Crossing, the real life time requirements of waiting actual days and stuff like that, I was not okay with. But I understand that I'm just not the audience for that. It's going for a very specific audience, which, to be fair, is quite large. And I'm surprised it's ending service. But then again, it released in 2017, like before, and is now 2024. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. About 7 to 8 years, depending on when they started. So that's a long time. I'm just it must have the well of microtransactions must have finally ended. But we'll continue. We can speculate why it's ending later. I mean, obviously the reason why it's ending is probably because server cost is too much. But you know, so this is their official statement, and I think this is on Twitter. Yeah, we have an important announcement for everyone playing the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp app. Please see the following page for details. Yep. Important announcement for everyone playing the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp app. I don't know why I have such a hard time pronouncing that. Thank you for playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Service for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp smartphone app will end on November 28th. Yep. I just express our deepest gratitude. Yeah, okay. It's saying what we already read because the article detailed it. We can okay, no, but you should also know that we are developing a version of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp that users can continue to play with their existing save data. That's nice. We plan to share details around October 2024, and so we ask for your patience until then. Oh. In the FAQ, Nintendo states that the app will retain the same gameplay and controls as the free-to-play version, but players will simply be able to access everything with a one-time purchase. No microtransactions will be included, but Nintendo clarifies that some features such as market boxes, gifts, and visiting other players' campsites will not be available. That makes sense. They're making this an offline game so they don't have to pay for server costs. The reason the game's being shut down most likely is the game is no longer making enough money to pay for server costs realistically, which overall isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because, I mean, games eventually end anyway, but Animal Crossing is different, I would say. Because the people who play Animal Crossing aren't the general populace who are playing. Like, they're not to say people who play Animal Crossing aren't gamers, but generally the people who love Animal Crossing, they're not the regular gamer who is okay with losing. Like, no one's okay with losing your stuff, but I feel like Animal Crossing players, especially the hardcore players that would be playing this game still, would be committed and what I'm looking for a word, like attached is what I'm looking for to their profile, and I'm really glad that Nintendo is actually giving them. I don't know about purchasing. I kind of wish they just like, hey, we have this offline version. If you've paid this amount of microtransactions or whatever, you can link. But that could get complicated. So I get it's one. The main thing is how much is this? Like if this is like a $70 premium paid thing, that's not okay. I don't know. I guess it depends. We'll have to see about that. We'll see about that in October, I guess. Players will need to link their Nintendo account to their current save data if they haven't done already in order to transfer the save file to the new version. I mean, that's pretty standard. This step was relevant for both Android and iOS. Bringing online services closed to marks the end of one of Nintendo's longest running mobile apps. Is it its longest running? Interesting. I guess it was one of the firsts. I thought the Mario one was one of the firsts. Having initially launched back in 2017, providing a paid replacement is really a great move from the company, as it means its fans can at least retain their progress and continue playing for the season. Yeah, honestly, this is the fact that they're making an offline version and selling it to them instead of just taking it off and saying tough luck is a big deal, because that's what most other companies would just say. Most other companies would just say it's being turned off and there's nothing we can do about it, and thank you for playing, and then they disappear. But Nintendo is at least giving people a way to continue playing it. I don't know if I necessarily agree with it being a purchasable thing, but it is a business. And the only reason to turn off the servers as a business is because it's no longer making money. So instead of paying for servers, make an offline version and then sell it. Makes total sense. You're making it so people can transfer your save data as well. Though it is Nintendo, so Nintendo sometimes has some weird ways. Nintendo's very weird when it comes to transferring data and stuff like that, or anything online service related. So we'll see if that's a smooth transition. The main thing is at least they kept the players that are still playing will be able to continue to play, because it's Animal Crossing. There is no technical end to Animal Crossing. I can't remember if this version had an like end game other than like the normal Animal Crossing end game of like furniture, decoration, all that type of stuff. I'm pretty sure that's just it. So unless you have everything, I mean, even if you have everything, you can always make new styles of things. So I mean, like, there is no end game of Animal Crossing, but it's just one of those interesting things where it's actually a thing, a mobile game ending, but not ending entirely, because they're ending the service, the app, but the game is still going to live on, which is nice because Animal Crossing is a unique. It's definitely unique in its way of presentation of just how it is, how it's so is a video game, but so isn't a video game in so many ways, because the standards of video games are so just they just jive. They just no not jive. They just contrast with how Animal Crossing plays in so many ways. So I think I'm glad that it's uh continuing, and maybe this is. I wonder if they're gearing up for the next Animal Crossing as well, because the Switch 2 is coming out with probably next year. At least the marketing will start next year. So maybe they're gearing up for the next Animal Crossing and there'll be a new mobile app for it as a companion app, but that's more speculating than anything else. But I'm just glad. It's nice to see a decent end, because I mean, it's one of those things where technically there is no good ending here, because servers will eventually be shut off no matter what game you're playing. If it's an online game, servers will eventually be shut off. It's impossible for the servers to be running for the end of time, you know. And to be fair, for offline games, that's true. It's like you can't be playing the same video game forever. Eventually, something will break, but there's no chance of needing to be online to be able to play it. Like, I can always play the original Mario on the NES as long as I have a cartridge and the NES. To be fair, those things can break, but there is no outside force generally that will be stopping me from doing that. It's slightly more complicated than that, but in the essence it is. But it's really good that they're making an offline version of it. It's still going to be a phone app, but I mean, to be fair, the players that are playing this are mobile gamers, so I mean, it makes sense. So when I saw this, I just wanted to talk about it because it is interesting to see that. I am happy that they're getting an offline version for the people who are still playing, and I wonder if that will make it so people will come back to it, because in the article it says, but players will simply be able to access everything from with a one-time purchase. So like, that might bring a lot of players back, ironically, because some people might have stopped playing because of the microtransactions in the app. And I feel like a lot of people who love Animal Crossing would really just prefer to buy it once and then not have to worry about it. So that might actually bring a lot of people back, honestly. So I'm glad to see it. So thank you all for watching today's video. It was a quick one, a relatively quick one, because it was kind of a nice and easy close and shut. That's not how you say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. If you remember, if you like to read the article yourself or read anything on nintendolife.com, it is linked in the description. If you like to, please subscribe. We do these videos 3 times a week. These styles of videos 3 times a week now. And if you want to comment down below. If you are thinking about downloading it yourself or buying it yourself, I will not be, most likely, because if I was going to play an Animal Crossing game, it'll be the next Animal Crossing game for the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever they're going to end up calling it. But follow me on other platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I have a public Discord if you'd like to hang out there as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye, everyone.